Hello, darling. How are you?
Morning, Trinny. I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Very well, thank you, darling. So, I was just kind of giving the premise, Natalie, of why we're doing this, and I think that it's going to be interesting. But it's a mixture that we want to see how it feels like. We want to also know what we can do if we happen to be sitting just in a chair. I was thinking, Natalie, if you're going to presume people cannot move their legs, what I'm asking
People
you.
cannot move their legs at all.
No, but I'm asking you.
Oh, right. Sorry. I've designed the workout based on mostly if you really are quite stuck in a chair, but there'll be options to move the legs or not to move the legs. So
Okay,
I did
fine.
want to
For somebody who's in a wheelchair because their legs don't move, they won't be able to do these and get a good workout.
Yes, yeah, you can still do the upper body work and actually get your heart rate up.
Okay.
Yeah, so it should be a good workout, but then I'll give options for legs as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, great. I love the Queen's Gambit too, by the way. I thought that was one of the best things on TV. So much.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Did you see the Queen's Gambit? I thought so. I'm just talking about the Queen, and I mean the Crown, which I haven't loved.
No.
But the Queen's Gambit, fantastic. Okay,
Yeah.
darling, what are we going to need? And I'm going to call it. Am I going to call it armchair workout?
Call it just chair workout, because maybe then I don't know, because there are lots of exercises you can do, but then I thought maybe towards the end we could do something so that we use the chair as an accessory, perhaps. So you can do most of it. So say 40 minutes is going to be if you are chair bound, and then you can use it. Maybe we'll do 10 minutes where you just use it as an accessory for your workouts. Great.
All right. And what tools do you want us to have? Do you want us to have some bands?
I've got 2 water bottles here.
Okay. Bands or not?
We don't. You could use bands, but I've made it so that you could use literally anything in your house.
I've got 2 different sized weights.
You've got 2 different sized weights, so you either need 2 small dumbbells.
I'm gonna need
2 water bottles or wine bottles, whatever you have, or you can use 2 books that are a similar sort of weight. You actually want reasonably small books because we'll go for more endurance work, so time under tension as opposed to counting reps, because I presumed that people wouldn't have heavy weights available to them. Yes, water bottles are great. Or we can use a couple of cans, whatever you have available.
But they're not very heavy, so I want to use my weights, but anyway.
That's okay. Why don't you have your weights to hand, and then if you've got the hours of flour to hand as well, because I just said, I don't know whether you and I just said, but we're going to be working for time under tension. So you could do this without weights, and you're still going to have your arms working.
Okay, fine, great.
Okay, so let's get started. You're going to have your weights to hand, and we're going to start off with some mobility. Seated. So this you can actually apply to everybody can do this. If you're sat at a desk or you're in a chair all day, we can do some mobility. So the first thing you're going to do is some flexion and extension. So I would normally get you to do a cat dog stretch. Well, now you're going to come forward, elbows in, and you want to sit right back on your chair for this one. So elbows come in. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. We're going to reach back, open the chest, bringing those elbows back. You can bring the head back a little bit and make sure your head is supported. Then inhale, you curl in. Feel that you're getting in that nice flexion, bringing the shoulder blades towards the front of the ribs. And then exhale, you're going to open up, really feeling your chest muscles stretch out. And actually, this is a really nice one that I do if I'm sat at my laptop all day. Go for another 3 of these and take your time with it. Really enjoy each stretch. If you're struggling to put your hands behind your head, you can bring your arms out to the side or in a 90-degree position like this. 1 more. And then come to the center. The next thing you're going to do is a variation of the open book stretch. So you're going to bring your arms over to the right. So you're reaching to the right, your legs are in the center, your arms are to the right of your legs, so you're resting your left arm on your leg. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, you're going to reach up with that right arm. And actually, I think this is a really powerful stretch for anybody. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, you're going to reach. Inhale, bring the arm down. Exhale, reach up. Get a nice stretch in for the chest, but also you're getting in thoracic rotation. And if you need to bend your arm here, you can do. Or if you don't get up too high, that's absolutely fine. Obviously, the more you do this, the more your rotation will increase. You've got one more on this side. Back to the center, and you're going to change to do the same on the other side. So we do the open book stretch on the other side. So your arms are resting against the outer left thigh. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, you're going to reach up. Inhale, bring the arm back down. Exhale, lift, and reach. Inhale, and exhale. 2 more times, and then we've got some more mobility. Last one. And come back to the center. We're going to bring your hands behind your head. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to rotate to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate to the left. We can even do some mat Pilates exercises on our chair today. Good. Center. Rotate to the left. One more time. You're going to rotate to the right. Deep breath in. Exhale. And then just shrug those shoulders off. We'll go into a couple of little neck stretches. Because I did hear that you didn't get to sleep until quite late last night.
No, I didn't.
So when you're tired, your muscles actually seize up. So it's good just to have get a bit of release in before we get started. I want you to take your hands and place it underneath the right side of your chair. So it can sort of anchor you down. So it's going to anchor your shoulder down. And then very gently place your left hand on the right side of your head. And relax into that stretch. This is going to stretch out those upper trapezius muscles. And slowly look down towards your left pocket. Take hold of the back of your head. And this is going to stretch out the muscle that elevates your arm or your shoulder blade called the levator scapula. Back to the center, you're going to switch sides. So take your left hand, place it underneath the left side of the chair, and then hopefully you can see me clearly because I did actually smash my phone screen last night right next to the. Oh, good, because it's right next to the camera on the front. Typical. Okay, you're now going to look down towards the right pocket. Good. Pull those shoulders back a couple of times. And we're going to get started with some good mornings, which are to fire up your hamstrings a little bit, and you get a bit of a back workout in as well. So you're going to have your hands behind your head again. Lengthen out your right leg. And you want to sit right on the edge of your chair for most of today's workout. Hands behind your head. You're going to reach your right leg forwards. You lean down, keeping your back straight, and then you're going to sit back up again, tuck the hips in a little bit. You can do this with both of your legs out straight, or with a slight bend of the knee. That's going to be slightly easier. But I want you to keep your back straight, Trinny. So the point of this one is your back stays straight and you feel more lengthening in that hamstring. Toes are turned up to the sky. You inhale, lower. Exhale, lift up. And you're going for 20 seconds on each side. Enough time for another 3. Good, go for 2. Pushing those elbows back so you're feeling the back muscles fire up. Last one. And switch sides. So that left leg is out straight now. Deep breath in, you're going to lean forwards. And exhale, lift up. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Just 20 seconds.
Somebody is in a wheelchair and they
Yes,
don't have use of their legs. How can they control this movement?
So you just keep your legs As they are, because you're still going to be working. This actually works your spinal extensor, so you're strengthening your back muscles with this one. You've got one more on this side and stop. Okay, now you're going to pick up your bottles or your weights or your books. Okay, and you're going to lift your arms up so they're at a 90-degree angle. And we're going to go for what's called Cuban Curves. And what we're doing here is strengthening the rotator cuff muscles. But you're also really warming up the shoulders for the next round of movement. So you're going to inhale, lower the arms down to 90, and then exhale, pull back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep the neck lengthened, and you'll actually start to feel the shoulders fatigue. You can even do this without weights, and you're still going to feel the shoulders fatigue. And this is a great one, as I said, for strengthening your rotator cuff muscles, so that when you do bigger, more powerful shoulder movements, like shoulder presses with a heavy weight, those muscles are going to support your shoulder a lot more, because rotator cuff injury is very common. Pull back, inhale, exhale. So you're really working your way into that rotation. Going for another 2. One more. Now I don't know about you, but my arms are actually feeling that.
Yeah, my arms are really feeling it, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to come into a little bit of ab work now. I want you to keep those water bottles, and you're going to sit right on the edge of your seat, and you can lean back and come into a Russian twist. Now, so this is option 1 if you can't move your legs. So you're leaning back a little bit. I'll just show you from the side, and you're rotating from side to side. Option 2 is to lift one leg as you rotate. Or you can go a little faster and start to quickly lift the legs and rotate from side to side. So
I don't understand what my rotation's like.
So the rotation, if you lean back a little bit, elbows are lifted, and you can lift as you lift your right leg, you rotate to the right, then you switch, lift your left leg, rotate to the left. So you really start to use those obliques. You're bringing your legs into it, more muscles are getting involved, and so you're going to raise the heart rate a tiny bit. So you keep rotating side to side, or you can go slowly here. Maybe it's too much the weight, you can put the weight down. Your belly button is drawn in towards your spine. You can go slow, center, lift. You're going to warm up those hip flexors. And the shoulders should already be feeling quite warm from the previous exercise. Inhale, exhale, inhale, center, exhale, rotate. You're here for another 20 seconds. Really leaning back. That's it, pulling the shoulders down. Going for another 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest for a couple of seconds. So I don't know about you, Trinny, but I'm already feeling really warm doing it.
Yeah, I am feeling really warm. Yeah.
So if anyone thinks chair workout's really easy, they are wrong.
Yeah.
You're going to now reach for the ground and then reach up. So this is like a chair burpee, okay? So you reach, then reach those arms up. Inhale down, exhale, lift up. Just reaching as far as you can. If you feel that this is beginning to impinge if you've got some neck strain and it's beginning to feel very uncomfortable around your neck, lift the arms out to the side, bring them down and lift. Or if you suffer with getting dizzy easily, then you can just focus on lifting those arms up. Otherwise, we are here for another 15 seconds. Inhale, you reach for the ground. Exhale, you lift those arms up. If you want to start working more muscles, you can lift one leg every time you reach those arms up in the air. So I'll just show you from the side. Pulling the shoulders back. Good, should be raising that heart rate by now a little bit. Going for another 4, 3, 2, last one, and rest for a couple of seconds. Okay, you're grabbing those water bottles again. We're going to work the back muscles now. So 2 water bottles or 2 weights or 2 books. I'll tell you when we're halfway, so if you are using books and the weight's different, you can switch them around. You're going to lean forward, come into a row, and then fly. So you squeeze the shoulders together, pulling the shoulders back, lengthen the arms, and then row. Inhale, exhale, pull, inhale, lengthen, exhale, bring your arms out into a T-shape. You can bend your elbows slightly as you come into that reverse fly. The row is going to work your biceps and your rhomboids, your mid-back muscles, as well as your lats a little bit. The reverse fly is going to work the back of the shoulder and that sort of mid-upper trapezius area. And it's a great one for the posture. Exhale, pull, inhale, lengthen. If you are using different weights in different hands, you're going to switch them over now. Otherwise, we keep going, you pull. And with enough repetitions, you do start to feel those muscles fatigue. So if you need to get rid of the weights, you absolutely can do. You're here for another 4, 3. Good, go for 2. Last 1. Put those weights down a second in front of you. You're going to come into some ab work just to give that upper body a little bit of a rest. So for this, you're on the edge of your seat. Now you're either going to just lean back, keeping your upper body nice and straight like this, or you're going to take hold of your seat and you're going to lift your legs up, down. So you're coming to a little V-sit. So you lower and lift, rotating the body. Like this. So you're either option 1, you can even do it with your arms lifted, which makes it more difficult. It's to just lean back. Ooh, not on this side. And then option 2.
So sorry, option 1 is you're literally just going up and down with your arm.
No, so option 1 is you're actually leaning back. So you're using your abs to support you lean back. Belly button drawn down. And then option 2.
But then I'm doing nothing else, I'm just staying there.
No, you're coming forwards and backwards. So you keep your spine completely neutral. So you're not slouching back, you're hinging back at the hip. When you do that, you really have to engage the core. So you're hinging back, good. Or you're coming into a V-sit, which is, and you can rotate from side to side to get the obliques working. So your arms come back on your chair, and you can lift your knees from side to side. And then you're going to get the side of the stomach working. For this one, you really do have to engage all of those core muscles to keep you nice and stable. Going for another 20 seconds, and then we're back to some more arm work. Exhale to lean back. Make sure that back stays nice and straight. Pull the belly button in, engage the pelvic floor. Going for another 3, 2, 1 more. Let's hold this one. Even if you were doing the knee lifts, I want you just to lean back and hold. So keep your spine nice and straight. Open your chest. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and rest. And you should have really felt those abdominals down. Okay, so now we're going back to those weights. I want you to pick up your water bottles or your weights or your books, whatever you're using today. And we're going back to the Cuban Curves. So I want you to reach your arms up. You're going to lower and lift. Lower and lift. So it's inhale as the arms come down, exhale to pull back. This time, we're going to add a little back squeeze in. So I want you to lower the arms and then pull back, pull the shoulders down. So you're activating your back muscles. Work with the breath, always with the breath. Try not to hinge that back. So when you're bringing the arms back, you're not extending that lumbar spine. You're keeping everything in what we call the canister position, so your rib cage is set directly over your pelvis, and then you're going to get in your true range of movement. Good. So just holding your arms without weight in this position is going to fatigue your shoulder muscles, because they're quite small muscle groups. Going for another 3, 2, and last one. Now we come into that Russian twist. So either just with your feet down on the ground, you rotate from side to side, or you're lifting one leg, so you're lifting your right leg as you rotate to the right, and then your left leg as you rotate to the left. This is going to raise the heart rate a little bit more. So either the slow variation or the slightly faster variation, or you can do the second variation with the leg lift a little more slowly. If you need to get rid of the weight, you can do, because this is also going to fatigue the shoulders, because you're lifting your arms up, or you can keep your arms close to your torso. As long as you're getting that rotation in for the spine, then it's all good. Last 30 seconds here. Good, keeping the neck nice and lengthened. Just start to really feel those muscles working. 15 seconds to go. Going for another 4 reps. 2, 1, and rest for a second. Water bottles go down. Now we come into that burpee modification. So you're sat on the edge of your seat. You reach the arms up, and then you're going to touch the ground. Reach, lower, reach, lower. Now, as I said before, you can just lift the arms out to the side, or you can reach the arms up. Inhale, exhale, and then if you want to start moving the legs a little bit here, you can extend one leg, and that's going to help strengthen the muscles around your knee. Come into a controlled knee extension, or maybe you just want to lift the knee. Either way, you are going to get the heart rate up a little bit. Good. And we're here for another 30 seconds. We're almost into a new round of exercises. Exciting exercises on our chair this morning. Reach. Going for 3, 2, 1 more, and stop there for a second. Okay, grabbing the water bottles and doing the row to reverse fly now. So you're leaning down, chest towards your legs. Take a deep, you're on the edge of your seat here. Take a deep breath in. Roll the shoulders back. You're going to pull, squeeze those mid-back muscles. Inhale, lengthen the arms, and then exhale, bring the arms out to the side. You're really pulling the shoulders back when you bring your arms out to the side. You can bend your arms a little bit, especially if the weight's a little heavier. That will take some of the resistance away. But you want to be pulling your shoulders down your back as well as just pulling your shoulders back, if that makes sense. So you want to pull them down towards your back pockets and think about lengthening your neck. And we're here for 60 seconds. Good, and this one, as I said before, is good for your biceps, it's good for your mid-back muscles, for the backs of the shoulders. And actually, it's just a really good arm sculpting little workout here that you can do from your chair. Every time your arms are down, or you're lengthening them down, you inhale. When you pull, you exhale, because that's when you're contracting the muscles. Got another 4, 3, 2, last one, and rest for a couple of seconds. Put those water bottles down. We're going to come into that ab exercise now, so where you where you either lean back or you come into that V-sit. Like this. So you're either leaning back, hands in front of the chest, hips tucked in, but your back is nice and straight. And this actually is an exercise that you would do on the floor where you put your feet under the strap in front, sat on the box, and then just lean back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this is actually a really fantastic core exercise. You can either have your arms out in front of you, whichever feels more comfortable. Keep those shoulders back, or you're doing V-sit, which is a little bit more movement. You're here for another 20 seconds. I actually think I prefer the lean back. I
do too. I'm getting more of a workout with the lean back because you're actually really focusing on keeping every muscle in your stomach tight.
Exactly, because if you don't use your stomach muscles, what happens in this is you're going to lean back and either slouch this way, or you're just going to be hyperextending into that lumbar spine. You're not using your core. So you really want to keep that core integrity going and feel that you're lengthening your back, you're hinging back, and then those muscles are supporting you completely.
And that it's slow too, Nat, to not do it too fast.
Exactly. We're going to come into the hold shortly. You've got 3 more. Go for 2. Lean back and hold your next one. 10 seconds. Keep the chest open, shoulders back. Holding. See if you can lean back a little bit more without your feet lifting. The moment you lift your feet is the moment you've lost your core connection. 3, 2, 1. Come forwards. Just shrug those shoulders off a little bit. And we're going to go into the next round of exercises. So this one, you do not need your legs at all. And you're either going to use your weights or body weight. You're going to punch across the body. This is going to get the heart rate up. You're going to use the arms, you're going to use the core. So if you are maybe just joining us for the first time or you're new to exercise, you just want to take things easy, then do it without the weight and take your time with this. Otherwise, weights in your hand, get that little extra resistance going on, and you're getting in that rotation for your thoracic spine as well, which is great. Rotation plus strength. So yeah, you're working on mobility. And we're here for 60 seconds to really raise that heart rate. You've got another 40 seconds to go. Remember, you can slow it down if you want to. So you're reaching across, shoulders are working, back is working here, obliques are working, so the side of the stomach, and you're beginning to raise the heart rate. Really going for it. Final 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, you're going to put those weights down for a second, and we're going to be having our hands behind our head, and I want you to bring elbow to knee. If you're in a chair, you can sit up, then rotate, bring the elbow to the knee. Otherwise, you're lifting the knee and bringing the elbow to the knee. This is another core exercise. We're going to keep it reasonably fast-paced. Inhale, exhale. Good, and we're just doing this for 30 seconds. And again, sat on the edge of your chair, if you can. Getting in that cross-body work. 15 seconds to go. And then we're into some more arms. Going for another. 3, 2, last one. Rest for a second. Shrug off those shoulders. You're going to pick up your weights. And there's going to be a couple of different options here. So we're going into shoulder presses, but with a hip opener. So you can either bring the legs out to the side and then bring the arms back in, or you just work with the arms if you're not, or you could do one leg at a time, okay? Both legs is more difficult. You'll notice you really have to use your core a little bit more. Or one leg at a time, or keep your legs still. Either way, we're getting those arms working, got the biceps working, the shoulders working. And if you're using your legs, your core, and of course your legs are working, you're going to start to raise the heart rate a little bit. Good. We're here for 30 seconds in total, and you're halfway through. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So one leg at a time. Oh, my arms are really fatiguing.
Me too.
Last two, one more, and stop there. Okay, just shrug off those shoulders for a couple of seconds. You're going to put those weights down. Now we're going to go into star jumps now, but not actual star jumps. We're going to go into star jumps. So you can either just lift the arms, or you're going to bring your feet out to the side and then lift your arms out to the side at the same time. So the legs out to the side, or we could do one leg at a time. So it's a similar movement. We're carrying it on, but this time we're getting rid of the weights and we're just focusing on full body movement to get the heart rate up a little bit. And it's just a small movement. And if you're working the legs as well, you're going to feel that your abs are firing up. Another 20 seconds here. So you're jumping your feet out to the side slightly and then back in. Going for another 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. You're going to shrug off those shoulders. Rest for a couple of seconds. Let's come into a little neck stretch, because we're doing lots of arm sculpting work today. So just stretch out the neck for a second. And then we're back into the punching. So you've got 2 rounds of this one. Look down towards your left pocket. Back to the center. Right ear to right shoulder. Look down towards your right pocket. Back to the center, roll those shoulders back a couple of times. And if you need a sip of water, grab a sip of water. I haven't mentioned that yet. So yeah, although try not to drink from one of the water bottles, because then you'll end up with uneven weights. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Round 2 of the punching. This one's a little more faster paced, this second set of exercises. So I want you to grab your weights, or if you're using body weight, just use your arms. And you're going to come into that punching across the body. So really reaching across the body, belly button drawn in. You can take your time with this if you want to. And actually what I want to highlight here is when you do punch, you actually really use your big back muscles, your latissimus dorsi, the ones that go right down the side of your back, on what's called the recoil. So when you pull the arm back, you squeeze your back, you set the shoulder down. So boxers have really strong lats. And actually, if you've done any boxing in your life, and I know you have, haven't you, Trinny? Your back is really achy. You think, oh, it's going to be all my arms. But actually, your back gets a lot of muscle soreness too. So you're reaching across. Chin is tucked in, so you're keeping the muscles of the neck nice and strong. We're here for another 20 seconds. That's it. Reaching right across the body, belly button drawn in. A little bit of gentle cardio. And as a bonus, you're going to get super toned arms after this. Going for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, having a little rest there for a couple of seconds. And then we're going into the shoulder press with the leg lift. So your arms are tucked in. You're going to reach, you're going to bring the legs out to the side slightly, then the elbows come back in towards the torso. Actually, there was another exercise. For some reason, Trinny, I can't remember it between this one and the previous one. There was something else. Oh, that's what it was, the abs. We'll do that afterwards though. So you're bringing the legs out to the side as you press the arms up, or you can bring one leg out, then the other, or maybe you want to just do one arm and then the other arm. The choice is yours. Sitting up nice and tall. No slouching with this one. You want to have your body in that canister position, so ribs directly over your pelvis. Even if you're bringing the legs out to the side, if you start to move like that, you've lost your core control. So you really want to keep working on that core strength. You're here for another 10 seconds. Inhale, exhale, press up. Going for 2. 1 more. Now you can put those weights down, and now we can go into the ab exercise that I forgot about a moment ago. Hands behind your head. You're going to reach your left elbow to your right knee, center, right elbow to left knee, center. Switch, switch. This one's kind of like a bicycle crunch, but sat in a chair. If you cannot move your legs, then you're going to just rotate, bring the elbow down from side to side. And you can take your time with this, or you can come into a small rotation. And this, because your arms are lifted, you're using your shoulders, and you've just been using them, you are going to feel the arms really fatigue. But you're also getting the side of the stomach working. And you want to exhale every time you rotate, because if you think about it, you're compressing your lungs a little bit. You're bringing your body into a closed position. So if you exhale, you'll be able to get a little bit further, because you're creating space. Going for another 6 reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Now we go into the star jumps. So you're bringing the arms out to the side and the feet are jumping up. Sorry, your legs are jumping up and out to the side slightly, or you can lift one leg out to the side or the other, or you can just work the arms. So you want to work on the cardio a little bit more and you can move those legs, then you're going to lift, bring the legs out to the side, quick jump, and then lift your arms as well. If you find that your neck is beginning to feel a bit uncomfortable, lift your arms up and squeeze your back muscles. That's going to take, because you're activating the opposite muscle groups then, and you're going to take some of that pressure away from the neck. You're here for another 15 seconds, and then we're on to using the chair as an accessory, and then we're stretching. Good, going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Shrug off those shoulders. Arms are feeling a little fatigued. We're just going to come into one Pilates exercise, and then we're going to use the chair if you are completely mobile and can use your legs and everything. So I want you to bring your arms out to the side. Take a deep breath in. We're going to go into a twist. So I want you to rotate to the left, 3 sharp out breaths. Inhale. Rotate right. And this is great for building strength in rotation. Inhale, center. Exhale. One more time each side. Keeping those arms nice and wide. And rest. Shrug off those shoulders. Okay, so the seated chair workout bit is done. We've done a good, like 35 minutes. So now we're going to use the chair as an accessory.
Okay.
So we're just going to start off with some
Now, for
squats.
those people who can only be in a chair, do we not want to show them some stretching?
Absolutely. So yeah, so we can do the stretching now.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the chair workout. So
Okay.
we'll start off because we really worked the arms today. Pull the right arm across the body, pull it so we're stretching out the shoulder, and taking some nice deep breaths. Good. And then with the same arm, you're going to lift it up above your head and take hold of the elbow, drawing your fingers down towards your mid-back. And then you can lean over to the left so you get a deeper stretch, especially underneath the armpit. Nice deep breaths here. Back to the center. You're going to pull the left arm across the body.
Now, I'm very happy today we just keep this like this and not then do able-bodied stuff.
Sorry, Jimmy?
I'm very happy we just keep it after we stretch and we finish, because I just think it's good as a singular piece of content for people who can't get out of a chair, and then I don't want us jumping out of the chair afterwards and doing other stuff.
Okay, no problem.
I just think it's a chair one. We're doing a chair one. Yeah.
But things that are, as in things that you can do if you're, say, recovering from an injury, or you're not feeling so well, or you're slightly older. So people that can use their legs but are just working on their fitness.
Okay, well, why don't we do a separate one on that?
Okay, we can absolutely do that.
Okay, that'd be great, darling. Thank you.
Yeah. Right, now I want you to lean forwards to interlink your fingers behind your head and just very gently pull your chest towards your knees. So very gently decompress that cervical spine. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Lengthen out your arms. I want you to take hold of your left wrist with your right hand and then just pull that arm over to the right a little bit. Leaning down. And then you're going to switch to do the same on the other side. Come back to the center, take a deep breath in and exhale, slowly roll up. Take hold of the back of your chair. So your back of your chair like this, and just lean forwards a little bit and pull the shoulders back. This is going to stretch the chest and just really focus on pulling the shoulders back. So you're leaning forwards, but your grip is on the back of the chair. Then you're going to sit up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back a couple of times. Hands behind your head, you're going to lean back on your chair. Exhale, reach back, come into that nice extension. Inhale, round forwards. You can round all the way forwards or just a little bit. And then exhale, reach back again. Inhale and exhale, come all the way back. One more time, you're going to come forwards. One more time, reach back. And then sit up nice and tall. I want you to rotate your body to one side. So your legs stay central, but you're going to rotate your body. So if you're in the chair like this, you're just rotating. You can take hold of the back of your chair. And you may even, if you're feeling a little stiff, the muscles are irritating, you may even hear a couple of little cracks. That's just a release of pressure. Come back to the center and rotate to the left.
Where's your left arm in this? Is it at the back?
So your left arm then is going to be hooked behind the chair.
Ah, okay. Great, got it.
So you can just pull yourself. You can either, if you're flexible enough, you can actually bring it all the way around to the other side and then really pull yourself into a deep stretch. Come back to the center. Now stretch out the legs if you can do. Otherwise, you can just lean down towards the ground. So you can lengthen out one leg and then lean down towards that leg. That's going to stretch out your hamstrings and your calves. So we're stretching out the hamstrings. The more you flex the foot, the more you're going to feel it in the calves. If you can do both legs at the same time, then go for that. But I actually find it more effective just to do one at a time. And then switch to do the same on the other side. So the other leg straightens out. I'm going to reach for that foot. Nice deep breaths. And then slowly stack up. We're going to come into those neck stretches. Flex your hands or take hold of underneath the right side of your chair and tilt your left ear to your left shoulder. Then you're going to take your left hand and place it on the right side of your head. You can start to lean sort of forwards to the left, so to the left, but also forward slightly at a diagonal. And that's going to give you a slightly deeper stretch. Come back to the center. You're going to look down towards your left pocket now. And again, leaning forwards a little bit. It's going to deepen that stretch for you. I believe my grandma is doing today's workout because she told me
Oh, hello, Nathalie's grandma. What's her name?
She's called Rose.
Hello, Rose.
And she said that, oh, finally I can join in rather than just watching and exercising vicariously.
Oh my God, how sweet.
Back to the center. And you're going to tilt your right ear to your right shoulder.
Is she in a wheelchair or is she just feeling
No,
nice?
she's not. She's not in a wheelchair, but so she's just less active, I suppose. But she's got a very active mind, very sharp mind.
Yeah.
She used to help me with my essays at university.
Oh, sweetie.
And you're going to look down towards your right pocket. And then take hold of the back of your head. Come back to the center. I want you to take hold of the base of your neck. And we're going to stretch out the front of the neck now. So you're going to press the fascia down. And then lean back a little bit. And this is going to help release the jaw. We'll do some jaw release as well. I think that always feels really nice. Come back to the center. And then you're going to switch leg up in the opposite direction. Keeping those shoulders down. Back to the center. Just shrug off the shoulders a couple of times. And then you're going to take hold of your jaw. So it's just below your ears, down. You'll feel it, so you're going to find it. Start doing little circles. And you can bring the hands down a little bit. So it's usually about 1 centimetre or so down away from your ears. And you come into little circles. And you'll know when you find it because it actually feels quite painful normally because lots of people hold a lot of tension in their jaw. And you said this is good as a lymphatic massage, didn't you, Trinny?
Yeah, well, more the nodules, the lymph nodules are around your ears. So if you have puffy eyes and you wake up with a very puffy face, a lot of people try and drain the lymphatic here, but they need to start here and go round, and then they need to drain, and then they need to do little circular motions like you're doing, but less on your locked jaw, more on just the lymphatic nodules to release them. And then you slowly move up the face and everything will drain.
Do you have a video of that?
Also the back here. So, you know, whenever you're draining your lymph, you mustn't forget to do this back bit like this.
Yeah.
And then here. And then when you're doing that massage, you go up, down, and you don't release till you get to your clavicle.
Oh, okay.
So slightly different. I'm actually on skincare. We're doing a skincare show this morning on Facebook, which is now called the T-Zone Show. And in that, I will be doing tools and facial things. So
amazing.
It'll be
so
that.
Tools to help with this sort of lymphatic drainage.
Yeah. So physical tools in your hands as tools.
Okay, great. Gonna have to watch that. Okay, right. We can release from that now. And take a big stretch up to the sky with your arms. Deep breath in. Then exhale, pull the shoulders down just to set your posture. You're going to tuck your chin in, lengthen out your neck. And that's your chair workout done. That was
Really fantastic, Nathalie, and thank you. You know, it's difficult to think in the mind totally of somebody who is in a wheelchair. And I think, you know, I hope that we've been sort of sensitive to that. It was just also, you know, the point of this for us was to give people who have got an injury but cannot run around a chance to work out, and also people in a wheelchair, because we have some followers who are in a wheelchair. So I think it's great, and I want to save this and make sure that we know what it is. And then we will do one as well in the not too distant future, which is just if you have an injury. So, you know, we've had quite a few women who said, I've torn my knee or something like that. So where there's a part of you that you can't use at the moment, but you're generally always wanting to work out with your full body.
So it'll be a bridge between the two.
Yeah. So we'll do that in a few weeks. So Friday is going to be full body intense workout. Get ready. And Monday will be bands. Yeah. And then who knows what the next ones will be. We will make it up as we go along.
But I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day, Trinny.
You too. And join me at 9:15 if you want to on Facebook for the T-Zone virtual edition. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, darling. Oh, hope you enjoyed that. And I got a real workout from it, especially my upper body, which I don't work out hugely. So I hope that was interesting for you to do. And I hope you all did it too, because I think it's really just to put ourselves in somebody else's body for a second is always a good thing to do. So we carried on about the crown. There were probably lots of crown comments as we went on. Crown comments. But I'm glad you liked it. And please save. I will save. And BAMD, I don't know what that is. Oh, bands, BANDS. On Monday, we do a band workout, and we get our bands from Amazon. They're about £7 or £10 each. I get these from Core Steady. There's 5 different tightnesses of bands, and it just makes a workout more intense. They're the most brilliant thing. So even if you're just doing a basic arm, you really feel it twice as hard. Fantastic invention. So we do them with bands on Mondays. So order today and you might get it in time for Monday. That's it, I think. Yes. And thank you very much for joining us. And it made me appreciate my abilities. It made me appreciate my abilities too. No. Okay. Take care, everybody. All right. Bye.